And hi there again, everybody. Welcome to Trailblazer Baseball and Softball this week. Rod Zundel here. Glad to have you aboard for this show. The Trailblazer Softball, we'll talk about that coming up. But first, Utah Tech Baseball, they are on a roll. They've won 6 in a row, including yesterday a big 10-3 win at BYU. First time Utah Tech has ever won in Provo. Coach Pfatenhauer, he's on recruiting trip today. So joining us now is Ryan Martinez, junior pitcher out of Las Vegas. Hey, you guys are on a roll, and it's a good time because you open up the WAC schedule this week with 3 at California Baptist.
No, it's awesome. I mean, getting that momentum going is huge in baseball. I think baseball is a game of momentum. So having that 6 in a row going into Cal Bap on the road, got to take at least 2 or 3 here.
You won. You got a walk-off win over Gonzaga. Then you won 4 straight against Cal State Bakersfield here at home. Then you beat BYU in Provo. And as you look at the highlights, those bats got going. Started with Hunter Katchke with another home run.
No, that was awesome. I mean, if Cat gets going, I think this offense could be one of the best in the conference. I mean, we just got to take down basically GCU and Cal Bap.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's very fun.
Do you have a name for that?
We just go boom. I mean, we just say boom. So.
And then you scored 5 runs in the 8th inning to blow it out.
No, it didn't solidify it, but it kind of gave us the feeling of, all right, we just got to get 3 more outs. We got a 7-run lead. Just have fun and go do it.
It's a beautiful ballpark of a beautiful setting there. Have you played there before?
No, I played at home against BYU, never on the road.
So, all right, so you get a win there, and that's a big-time win over against a Big 12 team in their place, and they're an in-state rival.
Yeah, it kind of makes a statement like we're a new team this year. I mean, including me, I think we have 18 new guys. So we're trying to open some eyes in this state at least.
Okay, you got your first win last Friday against Bakersfield. You have a 2.23 ERA. Just talk about where you're at. You're 1-0, but you've had 5 starts. You've only given up 5 runs. It's 5 or 7 runs. And you had a 6-inning shutout where you didn't record a win.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where I'm just doing the best I can to give a shot for our team to win, and then whatever happens after. But just doing my best and trusting what Stang, our pitching coach, is calling, working with him, and we're just trying to win.
And the thing about your starting pitching that Coach Pfatenhauer and the entire team has to be pleased with is you guys are going deep into the game. You're pitching 6 and 7 innings, not only just yourself, but the rest of the starters as well. That takes a lot of pressure off of your bullpen.
Yeah, I think that's huge too because we can keep guys fresh, like Aaron Morris or Talon Kelly, who are coming in multiple times a weekend. If we can limit them to one and a third per game, or at least a Friday, Sunday, then that's going to be huge for the long run.
All right, talking with Ryan Martinez, junior pitcher out of Las Vegas. Let's get to know you a little bit better. Tell us where you're from and about your family life and how you arrived at Utah Tech.
So, like you said, I'm from Vegas, like Lone Mountain area. Grew up there ever since I was born. Kind of went to Centennial High School. Had a good coach in Coach Cerrone, and went to University of the Pacific the last 2 years. So they kind of introduced me to Division I baseball a little bit. Kind of got a feeling of, all right, this is what it's like. Played some good teams and then hit the portal and had a good opportunity here, and I took it. And honestly, don't regret it. I love it here. I mean, we're a very close group to off the field, which I think helps.
What made you choose Utah Tech?
One of it was the location, about hour 40 from my house, which I was about 8 hours away before, so it's kind of a big difference.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, St. George is a beautiful city. I know it's small, but has everything you need. And then Coach Pfatenhauer and Stang, 2 great coaches, and I don't think I could pick any 2 better, honestly. Pfatenhauer does a good job of, all right, we're going to teach, we're going to figure it out. And then Stang's kind of a laid back, but he's hard-nosed at the same time. So
yeah. Now tell us about your family life, siblings, and all that kind of good stuff.
I have 2 younger sisters. One is a cheerleader at UNLV, and then the other one's a volleyball player. She's about to be 12. So
yeah. Okay. Now, where did you pick up the game of baseball?
From my dad. Kind of played since I was about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher too. He pitched here when it was Dixie College.
Okay.
So that's kind of another reason too. We're both here, but honestly, just fell in love with him, and kind of grew up. And he was always there. He kind of coached me a little bit too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of relationship based too.
So he's kind of happy you're coming to his alma mater, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's his special day. You better give him a shout out, right?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Dad.
That's awesome. So, all right. So now you're going into WAC play. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. You beat a good Gonzaga team, a good BYU team. You got a sweep here at home. So now, where do you guys need to improve so you can carry this momentum into the WAC schedule beginning this week in Riverside, California?
I think we can't take our foot off the gas pedal a little bit. We got to keep we're off today, but we practice tomorrow. We got to have a good practice tomorrow, good practice Thursday in their place.
Yeah.
And then honestly, we're on the road, so we hit first. We got to set the tone early, and then if it's me or Monty or whoever on Friday night, we're going to go dominate them on the mound, and then bullpen's going to do their job.
Have you guys talked much about, it's been a long time since you had a 6-game winning streak, and also over 500 this late into the season since you made the transition to Division I, so things are moving up. Have you guys talked much about that, about setting a foundation and just and catapulting this into a special season?
A little bit. I mean, I think we know as a team we could be very good. And I think those first few weeks, there were so many new guys that new guys to this level that they're kind of feeling it out a little bit. But now we're starting to figure it out, and I think this is going to be a very special group.
Yeah. I understand there's some karaoke going on the bus, right?
There was a karaoke.
Are you a singer? Are you the karaoke master?
No, all the new guys had to do it. So there's about 22 of us who did it. So
yeah, I asked Coach Phaeton-Howard for video, and he said it's against the rules. So.
Yeah, there's no video allowed.
All right, Ryan Martinez, junior pitcher from Las Vegas. Keep up the good work. You're 1-0. Are you scheduled this weekend?
Yes, not sure what day yet, but I am scheduled to start this weekend.
Well, go to 2-0.
Yep.
And keep that ERA down, man.
That's the goal.
And go for 7, 8, 9 in a row after this weekend, right?
Yep, that's
okay.
our
Ryan
plan.
Martinez, junior pitcher. Good luck in Riverside.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to talk Trailblazer softball when we come back.
If you haven't seen Utah Tech University lately, chances are you haven't seen it at all. With hands-on polytechnic learning across 300 academic programs, 30 new and renovated state-of-the-art facilities, the most affordable university tuition in the state, and 300 days of sunshine. Why look anywhere else? Discover why Utah Tech was recently named one of Education Magazine's 10 prominent universities and colleges to watch. Join us and experience the active learning, active life difference at Utah Tech.
And welcome back. Time now to talk Trailblazer softball. Head coach Randy Simpkins here, and also senior infielder Carly Eldridge. Welcome, both of you.
Thanks,
all right, you
Bob.
had a tough go of it at home against Seattle. You get ready for another home series this weekend against Utah Valley. Two good teams to have in your stadium. Just talk about, I know we talked about, a couple weeks ago when you started the conference schedule to where you wanted to be. Where are you on that progress?
We're getting better. Obviously, wins and losses are going to come, but we're working on more consistency, pitching and hitting. We just need to be a little bit more consistent. There's just a couple of plays each game that kind of turn the tide for us or against us, and we've kind of come out on the short end of the stick. But looking forward to a great weekend this weekend against Utah Valley. We swept them here 2 years ago. They got us up there last year, so we're looking for a little bit of revenge.
All right. I like that revenge part of it. All right, senior infielder Carly Eldridge, you're a 4-year starter, all WAC last season. You're one of the leaders on this team, got a lot of young faces as well.
Yeah,
so just talk about where everything is coming together now as you get ready to host Utah Valley.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing for this team so far is that we all get along very, very well. I haven't been on a team in what feels like forever, that this team meshes very well together. We have each other's back with everybody, and I genuinely feel like everybody wants someone else to succeed. It's never a, I have to get it done. It's somebody else is going to have my back. So I think kind of just, like you said, consistency, keeping that mentality going forward is going to be the best thing for us right now.
And Coach, with so many young faces, just going through the daily thumps and bumps that you have to do so you can get better, how much do you rely on, Carly here?
A ton. No, she's been a really steady influence for us for 4 years. She understands our expectations as a program. She understands the things that we want our young players to get to. She understands where she needs to step in and be a leader. So obviously we rely on that a ton. And she's been big time. But what she said is extremely true. Yeah. They like each other. They hang out together. They choose to hang out together on off days, and that's a huge thing. That's as a coach, that's what you want to happen.
Carly, you're a 4-year starter, all WAC last season, about a career 350 average. This season, 361, 14 RBI. You bumped it up.
gotta try to bump it up. Always can get better. I have really high expectations for myself and for this team, and we always try to push each other. I try to push myself. I just want to be the best I can for everyone else.
A couple years ago, WAC title. This year, with the new young faces, a lot of it's going to be put on your shoulders to lead them and get them over the humps. And so just talk about where you want to see your improvement here to make that push for another WAC title.
Yeah, I feel like my mental game is what I'm trying to work on the most this year. Is I've seen myself personally, I've seen other people really struggle mentally to get through this game. It's a long season, and everyone's feeling it right now. We're playing conference games where you're playing against people who have all of the scouting reports on you, and it's hard. It's really hard.
4 years worth.
Yeah, exactly. And even for all the new people, it's a hard thing to come across. So I feel like right now I'm going to push everyone mentally that you can do it, and I know we can, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing.
I'm going to ask you both the same question. Where do you guys need to improve so you can make that push for the WAC title?
I think that we need a little bit of belief in ourselves right now. I feel like everyone's a little bit nervous that we're starting to get into WAC play, and yeah, we've kind of had some things not go our way, but I really think that our record doesn't quite show what this team has to offer. We are so deep in our lineup and our pitching staff, and I really feel like it's just going to be that belief in ourselves that we can do it that's going to push us.
Yeah,
What's your answer, Coach?
the mental part is going to get us to the consistency that we need.
Yeah.
Being able to be strong mentally. It's a game of failure. You fail 7 out of 10 times, and they still think you're really good.
Yeah.
So being able to handle that mentally, and then you have a lot of freshmen and new kids come in, and you're playing double the number of games that they ever played in high school. So it's a long season. So being consistent with our effort, being consistent, with our mental thing will help us a lot.
All right, you're from Arvada, Colorado, and this is it for you, your final season and all that. So just tell us a little bit about, for those who don't know, who you are, where about your family, and why did you choose Utah Tech, especially when you're going through the transition from D2 to D1. That's a tough thing to handle.
Yeah. I commit, I think, right after we went Division I, and I came in as a freshman. We were still Dixie State. Sophomore, we were Utah Tech. So it's definitely been a lot of changes. But yeah, I'm from Arvada, Colorado. It's not too far away. It's far enough that you can get away a little bit. But I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, and I don't know, I've always just kind of been the baby of the family, and I always wanted to stay close enough, but definitely far enough away that I can be my own independent person and figure it out here.
And they can still support you.
And they can still come here,
and all that. So how did you become talented in softball? Did you have family members?
Yeah, so both of my older sisters, they both played softball. My oldest sister played softball at Benedictine College, which is in Atchison, Kansas. And then Mallory actually played here right before me. We actually played one season together. So softball's a big part of our family, and I grew up watching them.
Being the baby of the family, did you always want to beat them and then prove to them, the older sisters, that you were going to be just as good as them?
I feel like I always just wanted to be right next to them. I wanted to do what they were doing. I wanted to be a part of what they were a part of. I just wanted to be them when I grew up.
And did you know that you wanted a little sister from the older sibling?
Yeah. The thing with Carly is every time you watched her, she got better. And she got taller. I watched her literally grow up. But watching her high school games, watching her travel ball games, every time you watched her, she just got better.
Yeah.
And she's versatile. You can put her anywhere. She plays hard. She's, like she said, she's the hardest person on herself.
Yeah.
So she's driven to be really, really good in the classroom and on the field. So we knew that if we were fortunate enough to get her in our program, it was just going to make us better.
So when your college career comes to an end, where do you see yourself going?
I plan on going to PA school after I graduate, so that's kind of been a goal of mine pretty recently, that I want to be able to help people when I grow up. I've always wanted to, so
that's awesome.
That's kind of my goal.
That's awesome. She's a good one to have on your team.
Big time. Yeah, she is.
All right, thank you for coming in, and let's get it done against the Wolverines. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a doubleheader on Friday. And then you wrap it up on Saturday, right against the Wolverines. So.
Stand up to cancer game on Saturday. Yeah. Tia Stokes is going to throw out the first pitch for us, so it'll be great. It's going to be an awesome event.
All right, so come on out and support the Trailblazer softball team this weekend against Utah Valley. Might as well get a sweep. It's your turn, right?
Great idea.
All right, thanks for watching Trailblazer baseball and softball. See you next time.